If you think that pyramids are just ancient structures made of stones, then you need to change your thinking. Imagine a pyramid that is 480 feet tall and 4,500 years old. What could be hidden inside it that researchers once sent a robot with a camera deep into its narrow passageways just to find out? At one point, the robotic camera suddenly stopped because a solid stone slab was blocking its path. Researchers believe that behind this slab, there must be a secret buried for more than 4,500 years. They were determined to uncover this mystery at any cost. So they attached a drilling machine to the robot, which carefully drilled a small hole into the stone slab. Then, a tiny camera was inserted through that hole. What it saw on the other side was a scene that no human had witnessed for 4,500 years. Welcome once again to the fascinating world of ancient Egypt. In Egypt, there are 138 pyramids in total. For thousands of years, these structures have survived dozens of earthquakes and powerful storms, yet not a single one has shifted from its place. Among them, the tallest and most famous is the Great Pyramid of Giza. The base area of this pyramid covers about 31 acres, which means that nearly 9 football fields could fit inside its base. According to estimates, around 2.3 million massive stones were used to build it. Some of these stones weigh as much as 50 tons each. The total weight of the pyramid is believed to be around 6 million tons, which is roughly equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifa buildings combined. But the biggest question is, why were these enormous pyramids built in the first place? Thousands of years ago, when humans had very limited tools, how were the walls of these pyramids leveled inch by inch? How were 50-ton stones cut into perfect square shapes and lifted to a height of 480 feet without modern cranes? And who were the engineers capable of designing structures that are not only earthquake resistant, but also built with each side set at an exact angle of 51.5 degrees? You will discover all of this in today's video. Challenge number 1. For centuries, different research teams tried to understand the construction techniques of the pyramids. One major mystery was how each side of the pyramid was perfectly aligned with the north, south, east, and west directions without using a compass. Many experts believe that the architects first searched for land strong enough to support millions of tons of weight. Then they used polar stars, the stars that help identify Earth's poles, to mark the directions of the pyramid. Without any compass or optical instruments, they managed to align the structure with astonishing precision. Challenge number 2. The next challenge was leveling the ground. The pyramid was built on land covering about 13 acres. If the ground had been even slightly uneven, the massive structure made of millions of stones could never have stood upright. Experts believe that engineers dug trenches around the construction site and filled them with water. By comparing water levels on all sides, they could identify uneven areas. The parts of land that did not match the water level were cut down using chisels and hammers until the surface became perfectly level. Some experts also believe they used a simple tool consisting of 2 wooden sticks connected by a string with a stone hanging in the center. If the stone aligned exactly with the center line, it meant the ground was perfectly level. Challenge number 3. Now that directions were set and the ground was leveled, construction could begin. But there was another problem: cutting the massive stones. They did not have grinders or advanced machines, yet they managed to cut stones weighing up to 50 tons into precise square shapes. Experts believe they used chisels made not only from copper, but also mixed with a special chemical element to make them stronger. These tools were repeatedly struck against the stone surface using wooden hammers. After hours of hard labor, the stones were finally shaped. Challenge number 4. The special stone used in the pyramid, known today as limestone, was quarried nearly 250 kilometers away from the construction site. The challenge was transporting these massive stones. Each stone weighed around 50,000 kilograms, roughly equal to the weight of 3 passenger buses. Transporting thousands of such stones without modern vehicles was extremely difficult. Surprisingly, this task was accomplished using boats and rivers. The stones were loaded onto large boats and transported along the Nile River to the construction site. Experts estimate that at least 500 workers were needed at the same time just to load and unload a single shipment. Challenge number 5. Even after cutting and transporting the stones, another question remained. How were these stones lifted to such high heights? Experts believe the builders planned the construction in advance using either a spiral ramp or a zigzag ramp around the pyramid. Large teams of workers then pulled the stones upward using ropes and sheer human strength. Challenge number 6. The pyramid was not just a pile of stones. Inside it, there were chambers, passageways, and narrow tunnels. But one discovery shocked experts. The stone used inside the chambers was not limestone, it was granite.